What it do, what it do. We back again on you dusty foot hoes. We're gonna be reacting to Too Fast, Too Furious, Too Good for You to Believe. This one should be funny, my guy right here. Yo, is dropping some heat rock. Dude is funny. Let's get right into it.
Too Fast, Too Furious is the Paul Walker mega blockbuster hit movie where he showed the world that street racing is an important skill that most adults use daily well into their 30s and 40s. It starts off with these brave road workers who are doing their job despite a clear lack of training or even the most basic safety equipment. Now that we have the important backstory on why the roads are empty, this movie is officially flawless. Now we meet the racers, Chris Webber, Japanese Barbie, the most Puerto Rican man ever, and the man everyone's been waiting for,
The most Puerto Rican man ever, for real. He's just like...
Joaquin.
Joaquin, man, but he had to work the graveyard shift.
Motherfucker. I guess we'll have to settle
Joaquin
for the
messed up.
star of the movie, former West Cannon Coyote quarterback, Paul Walker. But he's still living large off that Meet the Deedles money, so they're gonna have to do better than a measly $3,000.
What do you say we kick it a nickel?
Nobody said nothing about raising the stakes.
He just fucking did, and you're talking to the man who was in She's All That with Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah, he talking to the man. Who he talking?
Doesn't have to take your shit.
Why don't you ask these nice people here to back off the line so you can go home?
Now that he's a bitch, they can get to the racing. But instead of a drag race, it's a full-on course. And holy shit, they must have closed down half the city.
Yeah, literally, they closed out everything. They pulled up two
Then
codes. The whole
Ludacris
city shut
decides
down.
to be a total dick and try to kill everyone by lifting the bridge.
How you like that for a finale?
Chris Webber wants a timeout, but doesn't have one,
Chris
so
Webber.
he has to go for it. And gets clowned so hard by Walker that he has no choice but to take the coward's way out. What's Up Barbie isn't much better, and after yelling complete nonsense, she celebrates her loss and fucked up front end. But no time for that because the cops are here. And while Walker is somehow losing them by driving in circles, Dexter's dad is in no mood for this shit and shoots a fucking lightning gun, which distracts Walker just enough for this little parking meter to rock his fucking world. Then we find out the police are actually customs agents, and holy
It's funny
shit,
when
they
you
really
look back on it like that shit where they shock your car and power it down. They was using that since the first Fast and Furious. When you see them using it in Fast and Furious 6 or 7, whichever one that was, they had the little hockey puck joints. But it's basically the same thing they have here.
really need to bring it down a notch.
Put him up!
They're also the worst at interrogations, where all they do is give information.
We know you're Brian O'Connor.
Incredible work, Harry. Now please shut the fuck up and let a real cop handle it, like Carl motherfucking Winslow, who just had one of those mid-50s growth spurts and is the
Carl Winslow. He do like Carl Winslow. I don't even know this dude's name. He been in a lot of movies. I don't know his name.
glue holding this entire franchise together.
I'm just here to help get them over the top.
And you did, Carl. You did. Even though Walker has a nasty habit of helping crime bosses flee the country, he's sorta good at street racing, which he has a feeling is going to come up constantly.
Look, it was the FBI's idea to bring you in here. I'm against it.
Okay, fuck you too. So they want him to partner up with the
Okay,
least famous
fuck
Dylan
you
brother
too.
who loves the shit out of Gallows Pizza.
I didn't know pizza places made motors.
I know, right? That place has fucking everything. But anyways, they want him to bring down this guy,
Carter Verone.
for reasons nobody gives a shit about.
But we need some good drivers that can put this asshole and his money together.
Now please stop thinking about it.
The only way I'll do this is if I get to pick the driver.
Well, that sounds stupid, so they're all in.
All right, O'Connor.
Well, that's stupid, but yep, you can get whatever you want, whatever you
You
want.
got in mind.
Roman Pierce.
That's right, the same Roman Pierce who T-bones parked cars like a fucking boss.
He's got some skills.
Driving in a straight line at moderate speeds is really something else. Then after fighting for poorly thought out
we don't know his
reasons,
driving skills.
they go back to Miami to do that one thing.
When do we start?
Right now.
Oh, thank God, there's been way too much talking.
It's funny. Tyrese actually was like a quote-unquote decent driver in the second movie. He's basically the clown now. It's funny how his character changed so much from actually having a character just being the clown.
Going
There's so many
90 on a
characters
public
now.
road without looking for 16 straight seconds is the ridiculous shit we're here for.
That's true.
But the human crash test dummy wants his credit too.
He got that from me.
She can't believe that anyone would brag about that.
He said the human crash test dummy. You gotta see.
But there's no time for her to wrap her mind around it because we still have a lot of product placement to get to. Now we meet the villain who is so fucked in the head that his security feed is also a painting of Steven Seagal fighting a bull. That sick son of a bitch makes them break into a police impound lot,
The car isn't important. What is important is the package I left in the glove box.
which isn't a big deal, but they have to do it without their driver's license,
Driver's licenses. Pass them up.
which they're legally required to carry while driving. Now that
Like,
they're
what are
all
you
right
doing?
and dirty, the race is on. Everything's going great, and they're all driving under the radar. Until this guy, who you just know
Yeah,
is a
you know
total
he's a
douchebag,
douchebag. You
starts
know he's a
road raging on
douchebag.
these trucks. Which goes exactly
And
how
you
you
know he's
expect. While he's probably dead when you have a 40-year-old man with 2 earrings and whatever the that's supposed to be probably
You know he's in
isn't
his
good
40s.
enough. So Mark Ruffalo bravely sacrifices himself to make the world a little less douchey. Then it's just some textbook reverse middle finger driving. Many like them apples! And they make it to the lot. After getting what they came for, they're about to get busted.
What the hell they doing here?
And I swear to God, this must be Dexter's dad from after
this
season 4, because trying to bust your own
Yeah,
undercover
this didn't make
agent.
sense to me. I never understood this part. Because when they got back to the precinct, he was like, "Oh, I thought y'all was trying to run. Like, run where? With the cars y'all gave up that we know have low jack on it. Why would we? With tracker devices on the cars, like, what are you talking about? Like, obviously it's a test. These motherfuckers pull up there and really try to lock them up. Almost fucked up the whole thing.
Is the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Son of a bitch!
Later, they hit up the local auto shop beach club and find out they're being tailed by bald Joey Fatone and Ricky Ricardo. He tells them JT's
Ricky
the
Ricardo.
only reason anyone knows who you are, and he's pretty sure you died like 20 years ago, so he lights their windshield on fire and hauls ass out of there. Then, because they're all just a bunch of crazy kids, they challenge these guys to a race after school.
Glad you can join us.
The stakes are high,
The losers will.
We eating breakfast through straws from now on.
which is weird as shit and hard to enforce, but it's Florida, and that's
Hard to
just how they
enforce.
roll.
That's how they
It
roll
turns
before.
out tag team street racing isn't just dumber than it sounds, but also harder than it looks.
Come on, Roy.
And they're about to lose. Until Walker throws it into like 12th gear and goes plaid. Oh shit. Their parents are gonna be so pissed.
Oh, that's
So
fucked
now
up.
they
At
head
least
out to
kept
the
their
club,
broads, though.
but
Their
son
broads
of
stayed
a
with them.
bitch, there's nothing but a bunch of chicks who I doubt give a shit about cars. So that, they'd rather hang out with Ricky and Joey, who's being a total
Like, these are the
dickhead
last
about
two
that whole
motherfuckers I
trying
wanna
to
hang
light
out
them
with.
on fire thing. So they go to the back, and there's this weird
Like,
puzzle
and
shit
that
on
part
the
was
table,
always funny
which
to me.
means
The bald dude, he just kept staring at them the whole time. Like, bro, what the fuck are you looking at, bro?
Ricky has got some splaining to do.
What's all that?
Don't worry, it's just some rat bucket torture
Rat bucket torture.
on some guy who looks like a cross between Ron Jeremy and the Dude, otherwise
They
known
like
as
Ron
the Joey
Jeremy.
Fatone
Oh, shit.
Special.
Now, you can go.
Some
The
rat
next
torture.
day, What's-Her-Name has some big news.
They're gonna kill you.
Yeah, no shit. They're psycho villains, and he's the hero. Are you sure this isn't just an excuse to see
Why
shirtless
was
Paul
she so
Walker?
wet?
I'm sure.
I always wondered that part. I was like, damn, this bitch just came
And
out the
why
pool.
the fuck are you soaking wet? And neither does the movie, because these guys show up and
They
it's
just
never
swam
mentioned
there. She
again.
must have swam
Then
there.
they're in a
Because,
Mexican
I mean, they are the emoji
standoff,
probably swim there.
and then they're not.
It's over. Come on.
Then he tells us that Ricky and Bald Joey,
We're gonna be riding along with you.
which can only lead to hilarity. They go to warn Harry and Carl.
Nice shirt.
Look, this is a reshoot. You're lucky he's even fucking here. Now how about you get on with it? They warn them about the ambush,
Wait a minute, how do you know this?
She warned us.
but they don't believe it because why the fuck would she be soaking wet?
Guys,
Why is she red?
Yep.
Plus, Dexter's been shit since Rita died anyways, so they're on their own. Now it's the big day, and they all show up at a trailer and bust out the walls to get to that sweet, sweet money inside, while the police try their damnedest not to bust them,
do not move an inch until I tell you to.
which is good because they haven't committed any crimes yet.
Yeah, they haven't done anything
But
yet.
f*** it, they can't wait any longer.
Right now, move!
And get so excited they turn their sirens on from like 5 miles away. They finish loading with plenty of time to spare, so they hang out for a while in order to murder some innocent cops. But son of a bitch, they have no sense of humor, and even though that shit was hilarious,
This part I never understood.
it somehow only pissed them off more.
They're catching up, man. Shut up, man.
But luckily for them, the police are fucking idiots and
Yeah,
spend
they
the
are
entire
definitely
time
idiots.
crashing into each other.
Goofballs. Oh my god. Oh my god. The Stooges.
After all that, they get cornered in this
Yeah, I
warehouse,
remember this.
and it looks to be all over. But they come up with a genius spur-of-the-moment idea that anyone can do if they just have 5 people with tricked-out pickup trucks willing to wreck the shit out of them while committing dozens of counts of attempted murder of a police officer.
That's definitely attempted murder.
And, oh yeah, like 100 other people willing to ruin their cars,
too.
and while you get away clean, they're all fucked, because insurance doesn't cover this shit. But oh well, it's not
They
their
got,
fucking
that's one thing I was saying though. When I was watching the movie back in the day, I was like, they got some good loyal friends to do that dumb shit. Cause it's like, especially some of y'all gonna get caught up. Some of y'all is gonna get caught, and y'all getting charged with attempted murder, destruction of police property, all type of shit, all type of charges y'all finna get. So they got some good friends to do that for them.
problem. In all this craziness,
Man, that's a fue bueno.
they've quickly become best friends
Supposed to be a stone-faced killer. You over there grabbing your seatbelt.
and decided that
Never
mind, he's fucking
Ejectocito, cuz.
But Walker isn't like Steven Seagal, and he doesn't kill people just for fun.
Yo, Rome, there's a new plan.
So he meets back up with Crazy
And then once
Guy,
he said it was
and there's
them-
been a huge misunderstanding.
And that's when he was smiling at them there right then. He was like, okay.
Pretty.
And when he said
Walker's
it's a new
not
plane,
the
he's
customs
like,
agent, silly head. She is. After that embarrassing mix-up, that son of a bitch Joey betrays Walker.
You know I like you, but I still gotta kill you.
But luckily, his boy magically knows where they are, and even though he fucks up and rams the wrong vehicle, it's
Somehow
all
that
Walker needs to tell
little
Joey
distraction.
bye. Now all they gotta do is kill that one guy, partially to save her, but mostly because of that fucking painting. But they're on a boat, going fucking 90. So they
somehow
fly over
all
to
way
the
over
boat and murder the fuck out of him.
there.
Or not, I guess he's just fine. Either way, they tell Harry he's not real police and to go fuck himself. Carl, that he's a goddamn American hero.
Thanks.
No, thank you. And her, that the soaking wet thing was so fucking weird and they just can't let it go. Fuck her then. She doesn't get
So
any
fuck
pants
her
money
then.
and can forget about being in the sequels.
She really ain't got no pants money. She wasn't in none of the other ones. That's crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if they bring her back one day. Well, yeah, that's the end of the video. Good shit, like always. Like and subscribe. I'll be back to y'all with another one. Let's go.